Hey you guys, it's SimWithJocee and welcome back to another speed build. So this speed build is it's a lot different for me because I'm used to doing residential builds, whether I like record them or not. I'm used to doing like family homes and then like, you know, renovating apartments or whatnot. But doing a commercial or like university lot was a bit of a challenge for me. It took me about I want to say about 25 minutes just to lay out, just to get, you know, the floor plan together. It was really hard trying to work in the kitchen and the dining room. And with this university housing, it's in FoxBury, and I named it I can't talk today. I named it Gentry Housing. I want to make it more comfortable so when like the Sims that stay here, they don't, you know, necessarily feel like, oh my gosh, like I gotta go back to my dorms, I gotta go back to, you know, the house. I want them to feel like home, like, okay, I have to go home, like this is a second home from where you know, from where they came from, whether it's Oasis Spring or you know, Evergreen Harbor, San Myshuno. It's just like I want them to feel home when they're here. So that's what I tried to do. And I tried to incorporate some of the colors of FoxBury. And FoxBury is like, I think, red and yellow, and I didn't want it to be too red. So as you can see, I'm like trying to figure out the colors of the kitchen and the bathrooms. I wanted those to all be identical in regarding to the, you know, the walls and the flooring and whatnot. And here I thought I was doing a little bit too much of a white kitchen. And I know when they say like, if your kitchen is white, you're always hungry. I don't know if like you guys heard that or not, but they said a white kitchen, like you're always going in it, like because you're hungry. I don't know how true that is, but and then I tried to, you know, make it open, so like if anyone's in the kitchen, you know, making popcorn, making ice cream, and if you guys hear scratching again, you already know I have my little beagle Sandy here accompanying me while I do this. But yeah, while they're making popcorn, coffee, I put like an espresso machine or a coffee maker. If they did not like coffee, you can have the option of tea. I put 2 microwaves because in housing you can't have a stove, which is not typically realistic because you can't have stoves and like refrigerators and stuff and like a grill and stuff in real life. But you can't have stoves and you can't have outdoor cooking either. So I tried to fill the kitchen with appliances that they would need and use on a daily basis to survive, instead of like going, like if they didn't want to go to the common area for breakfast, then they could, you know, just pop in you know, cook oatmeal or cook soup or something like that in the microwave, or popcorn or ice cream, whichever, you know, whatever their heart desires. And for this house, here you can see I am putting up, you know, little FoxBury flags just to make it more you know, homey, but at the same time we are still at a university, so it has to be represented. And here I am going to place one more light just so the kitchen is more well lit. I thought it wasn't quite as lit, so I put another bulb light there, and then I move on to the dining room. Excuse me. I move on to the dining room, and here I want it to be kind of grand because I do know that 1, 2, 3, 4, necessarily 4 Sims, because I put 4 beds, so 4 Sims would be here. I put 4 full-size beds or queen or whatever size beds they are, the double beds. I put 4 double beds, and so you can easily switch that out and, you know, do bunk beds, so it could be like 4 to a room, and so it can be 8 Sims, but I didn't want it to be that crowded, so I just put 4 double beds, so 4 Sims would stay here. And then so I just wanted to make the dining room a little bit more grand, a little bit more spacious. That way, you know, you can do homework, you can eat here or whatnot. And then you'll see later on that I'll put like a little desk in the corner, just like a little, I have like random, you know, like random spots throughout the house that they could just kick their shoes off and study real quick. But the reason I had the idea you know, to create a university housing is because I played in university, and you know, in the regular housings and then in the actual dorms, and I just wanted something a little bit different. I have started a Sims 4 Discovery University LP on the channel. If you have not checked that out already, you know, you can just hit pause, go check out that video real quick, and then just come right back so you don't miss out. And the person that's the main character in that LP is Ashlyn Barone, the daughter of Malia Greenfield Barone. And so she'll be, I don't know if you would call it like a legacy. It would look like I'm doing a legacy because I haven't made, you know, like a new family, and we're just, you know, keep going. So I guess you can call it a legacy. But so definitely check out that first episode, because I do not want you to miss out on what's to come. This video is about, you know, 48-50 minutes long, so I am going to just let you guys enjoy some music. We are now in the living room. You know, as you guys saw, I did like a little entryway to like the side door that leads, the back door that leads to the pool on the side. And now we're just in the living room. It has like a little bit of an older fireplace, and it took me the longest time to find a couch. I didn't know if I wanted to do like the modular couches where like the sectionals and stuff that we got with the Dream Home Decorator. I didn't know if I wanted to do that, but I'm just like trying to search the catalog just to find the perfect couch. I didn't want it to be too expensive, and I didn't want it to be cheap either, but yet comfortable. So I believe I just go with the base game couch, like a cream colored couch in the end. And I did love this, but then I do later on move the counters with the bar stools because they were kind of getting in the way. I did want it to be like, you know, they can just sit there and chat with their friends while they're in the kitchen, you know, or whatnot, but that wasn't quite working out. So you'll see later I do change that around. I wanted to do like a little entryway to still made it feel like, again, a university home, but still have that university aesthetic. So in the entryway to the housing, you know, like if parents came or any friends came, you know, they would see kind of like the history of Barchester and things like that. So I just put a couple of I think some maps and some like engineering type things, and then I put these two like entryway benches or whatnot, and again there's the map. And I believe later on I moved that yeah, and I think I put that somewhere. I can't remember exactly where I put it. I think I put it in the hallway. There we go. It's in the hallway. So going back, well, sometimes I'd be all over the place in builds, guys. So I found this exit sign, and I know that would be in housing, so I placed that up as well. And then I do move the painting, or you know, wall sculpture that came with these, not Discovery University, that came with Dream Home Decorator, and I try to find the, what do you call it, the FoxBury chest. I tried to find that to put it on the wall, and as you can see I did. And so I moved that, then I put that up there. Just, you know, we have, you know, still a sort of symbol for FoxBury or whatnot. And so I kind of try to make it, you know, just a little proper, like, I don't know, like a little waiting area or whatnot. I thought it was cute. So I put it there. It was a big area of the house that I didn't know how to field, and so I'm glad I figured out, you know, what to do with it. I put like a little umbrella rack. Oh gosh. And I was gonna put a vending machine, but I'm like, nah, you may or may not see a vending machine you know, in the university housing. It just all depends. And so that's what I was kind of going for, like a welcome, you know, type of vibe for this room. So yeah. So here is like a little study room that I did. I do know, like, they have a library that both FoxBury and Barchester can use, but I just wanted them to have something in-house that they didn't have to go outside. Like if they just wanted to wake up one morning, grab a cup of coffee, and then come up to the study room, that would be totally, like, you know, convenient. So I made a little study room with some books. I do put like a long table and put 2 computers on there just in case if someone does not have a laptop, they can use the computers in housing, which they only get 2. So and the way I made it, again, 4 Sims would live here, so it wouldn't be, you know, too rigorous to get on the computer, you know, too hard. Like I said, it is 2. I was thinking about putting a debate and research computer, but those things are expensive. So that is something that they would have to go off campus for, to use that machine at the library. And I was going to put an old computer, but I was like, I'm not going to do them like that. I'm going to give them updated computers, since it is more of a modern campus. So that's what I did here. And then just trying to make it more, you know, cozy, and you know, they can listen to some lo-fi beats if they want to, and just chill out and just relax and study. They have a overview of the pool, and, you know, just some great sunlight coming into that room, which is what I really love about this lot. The lighting on this lot is absolutely amazing. I put in, you know, some skill stuff downstairs. There is a chess table and a dart you know, so they can have some fun or whatnot playing that. And then of course the easel here, if someone likes to paint, they can do that as well. And then I just put like a little chair in the corner, so they can, you know, just in the corner read and study or whatnot. And then I put this Dream Home Decorator like board up there. I love this board so much. It's so much going on. It's not just like, you know, a calendar here or like post-it notes there. It's just, it looks like something that they could possibly use. So I did that. And then of course got to represent FoxBury in there, so red chairs, poster. And then I later on put a little like accent table up under that board, I believe, and a plot I cannot talk today, you guys. I put a flower plant or whatever you want to call it beside there as well. I feel like plants just make it more green and more lively. So yeah. I'm done with the first set, like the first room or whatnot. That room is a little bit bigger because I'm thinking, you know, juniors or seniors in college would stay like in the bigger room, and then like the freshmen would stay in the smaller room and, you know, advance over or whatnot. So their room and bathroom is pretty are pretty spacious, and then, you know, just put a little bit of decor in the hallway. And then now I'm moving on to the little bit more smaller room. I did want to make it a little bit bigger, but of course if I were to try to make it a little bit bigger, it would have messed up like the whole shape of the house, trying to expand this wall and that wall. So I just left it as is and tried to work with what I had so I wouldn't mess up the actual housing itself. And so I mainly use the beds from what it was, Snowy Escape. They're really plain and simple, so I like that. So I use those in different swatches, and then each bathroom has, like, as you saw, they have like the toilet separated from like the rest of the bathroom, so, you know, somebody could be in there brushing their teeth while the others in there using the bathroom, just like to give it like a little bit more to give them a little bit more privacy if someone else did have to step into the bathroom. So yeah, overall I am really, for me being me and the builds that I usually do, I am completely 100% satisfied, happy with how the build came out. I was really shocked. I thought it was going to be too big. It is a little bit, you know, a little too big to me, but I was able to fill in the place, like, you know, places with the right stuff. So it just all came together nicely, and I love that. So yeah. as you guys saw, I did put a little one of the new refrigerators that came with the spa day refresh for masks, so they can just have a little sense of you know, like on the weekends they can relax, use face masks and all that jazz. I am moving on to the balcony now. So I wanted a fire pit, but I also wanted like a conversational seat as well. So I later on put the conversational seat by the door, and then I just put these chairs, like 3 chairs around the fire pit. Hopefully it does work. I have not play tested this build yet, so I'm really hoping that it works. So yeah, and then I move on to the conversational seat. Of course, I put red and white. Hello, FoxBury. And so the outside, it wasn't as difficult. I did put down some tile like stone or whatnot for the floor coverings, which I thought paired really well with the siding for the build. And then I know you guys probably noticed that I did not do a lot of landscaping. I did just put like the privacy fence hedges around the pool and the back door. So here I am moving on to the landscaping, which wasn't quite as hard as I thought it was going to be. It was really easy. I put a couple of trees here and there, and then a couple of hedges or shrubs, whatever you want to call it, against the front of the house, and I put like a little bench or whatnot, you know, just for like a conversation seat or what have you. So here I've moved on to the outside around the pool area. So I put a diving board, you know, the little pool ladder, and then I put like a little stone bench, you know, where they can sit and talk. I don't believe I put a radio outside. Radios always tend to not work when it rains, so I didn't want to run into that problem. And so now I'm just putting lounge chairs. And then I go on to put like a little conversational seat in the corner with a little table with like a little drink tray on top. And then I tried to put a like a game table out there as well, but it wasn't quite working, so I didn't do that. And then I think that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me how you think I did on this build in the comments below. And then enjoy the screenshots. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.